This is Emmanuel, and in just 3 weeks, he found the deal of a lifetime, negotiated an offer, got it accepted, found the EMD from a third party, me, and then found the buyer to sell it. Now, how did he do all of that? He's a member of the Flip Flop Flipper Apex community. And inside of Apex, he was able to find the buyer who's an operator. He was able to find someone who wanted to put up the money, and he's got the deal of a lifetime done and is going to make $40,000 on his very first deal. So if that sounds good to you, and you want to be like Emmanuel, comment Apex and I'll send you the link.
I want to be like Emmanuel.
You know, we need a new This is Emmanuel video, because that one says Apex is $97 and Apex is already $127. And I think the price is about to go up again. So that video's old.
And
plus,
also,
Emmanuel's done 10 deals now.
And Emmanuel's
and he'd only done
deals.
one back then.
That is exactly right. What up, people? Hey, Mike, how's it going? We got James Michaels from Tennessee.
There's
we got
Emmanuel
here from San Juan. We got everybody. Let us know where you're watching from. Say hello.
Yes. Welcome to Shark Tank, where we're gonna deep dive some deals. We're excited. We have Walter in the backstage there, waiting for everybody to bring him up. And yeah, before we dive in, any other announcements besides the Apex price going up?
No.
The Apex price going up. Emmanuel's done 10 deals. Freedom Flippers Live was a huge success. You guys, if you missed it, I don't know. We'll probably do it again in a year.
Yeah, I mean, I needed to sleep for 3 days after, so it was 3 days
on.
It
was pretty exhausting. It was 7 to 2 every day.
Yep.
My back still hurts.
7 a.m. to 2 a.m.
I had to go get a massage because I was sitting in the chair too long.
Everyone seemed to like it. We lost it on. Everybody's having technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's not.
We lost you.
Not me.
I don't think.
All right. So
all right, guys. Well, why don't we get started? Guys, on this show, we do real deals. We analyze them. We give our opinions.
Let's Shark Tank some shit.
I see Will Ortiz here. He's a new guy. Will, we buy and sell properties all over Connecticut, Florida, Puerto Rico, Georgia, Carolinas. Robert's down in Puerto Rico, so is Adon. I'm up here in Florida. And let's get started. Let's bring Walter up and start looking at some deals.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You can tell Robert's in Puerto Rico. Just look at his internet service.
Yeah. Mr. W. Black says if you're using Liberty, it's having issues.
Oh, really?
Yep. Walter, how's it going, man? Walter, can you hear me?
That damn Liberty.
Technical issues all around. Walter!
Send up a smoke signal.
You see us?
Hey! Walter, how's it going, man?
How you doing?
Good. Why don't you tell us about your deal?
What's up?
Break it down.
Hey!
Walter, can you hear me? Walter, tell us about your deal.
Walter!
Yes, sir.
Tell us about your deal.
Okay. This person has a property of 0.83 acres in Vega Baja, close to the beach, close to a National Guard area, close to the highway. And for the 0.83 acres, he asking $350,000.
Is it just land?
On 2019, he had a project to build 3 buildings for about 16 apartments. But something went wrong and they didn't finish it up. I think it was the pandemic or whatever. They didn't finish it up. Yeah. Okay, I went to the place. It's got a lot of potential. I mean, it has buildings, apartment buildings close by, National Guard, got all kind of fast food businesses and pharmacies and beach and everything else. And so
what did the asking rates, Walter?
What I was asking him, I gave him 3 options. All of them, the best case scenario for me was for him to provide the land and we build on it, and he be able to get a percentage of the rental, because the idea is to build to rent, not to sell.
And is he
So
agreeable to that?
if he agrees to provide the land, so we can build up, it would take about 12, in the best case scenario, 12 to 14 months to build up, and 16, 18 months until we get everything rented out. And he get a percentage, and he can then decide if he wants to be paid off, he wants to, or just keep getting a percentage of the rent plus whatever percentage of the land. That's one option. The other option was to provide him 10 to 20% of the 350,000 that he wants. So it's about $70,000 or less. And but I sent the offer about 4 days ago. He didn't answer yet. I did talk to him. He's very balanced guy. You know, there's another land in there close by, where he invested years ago about $200,000 to keep it so he can build on. And he said he lost the $200,000 because he was unable to build. But he didn't suffer for the $200,000 he lost.
So Walter, I have a question.
So he's not in a hurry to sell. It looks like he don't need the money.
Okay, what other question, McKenna? Because I think you can hear me.
Well, Walter, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
can hear you.
Oh, so on that plan you just sent, it looked like there were 8 buildings. Is the site approved for 8 buildings, or is that just a projection?
Walter, McKenna asks, there's in the plan, there's 8 buildings. Is the project approved for the 8 buildings that are in that plan?
It's 3 buildings.
Okay, what was in the plans we just saw there?
So what was in the plans we just saw? Fuck, we're gonna do this all night.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
saw
have
3
to
buildings.
put it
He
on.
told me about he got 3 buildings for a total of 16 apartments. From 12 to 16 apartments, you make it mix them.
So in that property, there's already 3 buildings there?
No, he got the plans to build. He got the plans approved. He got everything approved in 2019.
And what's the
Well, they
asking
didn't
price,
went
and
through.
what's our rentals?
What's
What
the
are rentals
asking
in the
price
area?
and what are rentals are you looking at? And then here's the plan again, but I agree with McKenna. There's more than 3 buildings here.
7.
Oh, okay. Really? I think he told me about other property he got. He told me about just 3 buildings.
This is 7.
See, in the bottom of there is the entrance to the site. On the left, there's a building. On the right end, there's another building, and the front, when you enter to the south, there's another building. There's 3 buildings.
Okay.
What's the price, and what can we rent it for?
Yeah. What are you purchasing this for, and what are expected rents?
The rent will be about $1,400, $1,200 to $1,400 per month on 16
A unit?
apartments. Yeah. And so the numbers will be about 200,000. Let me see. Let me tell you exactly.
How many units?
16.
From 12 to 16
Total?
depends on the mix. See, 2 bedroom, 2 baths, or 1 bedroom, or 1 bedroom, 1 bath. So you can mix them up.
I think Robert's 53 unit is better than this.
And what was the price of Don? Do we know?
What's the purchase price, Walter?
350,000.
350,000. And how much are you estimating for ground up construction?
How much what?
Are you estimating for ground up construction?
Yeah, $1.4 million to 1.5.
So it's like 350 plus
1.8. And what's the capital?
I'm sorry,
stack?
guys. I've been having trouble hearing him, so I was checking online there. It comes through better on my phone, but it's still really hard to hear him. I don't know if other people are having the same problem.
What's the capital stack on
Walter,
this?
it looks like you're not
1.8 million?
connected. your headphones are not connected to what we're talking through.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me get out. Let me get out from Bluetooth.
The price
can you hear me now?
Apex is going up, guys.
Oh, that's better. Now we can hear you. Can you hear us okay?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
You hear us?
Okay.
Let's
Ask
start
away,
all
guys.
over. All right.
Okay, it's
Walk us through it one
1.8
more time. I'm sorry, guys, but I couldn't really hear much of that at all. So will you start
I'll
from
walk you
scratch?
through it
How
now.
much are they
Yeah, thank you.
asking? And what can you build?
So it's 1.8 million total, 1.5 ground up construction, 350,000 purchase. He wants to build 16 apartments.
So the buildings will be like 3 to 4 floors, no elevators, because that will delay everything up. So 3 to 4 floors,
Yep.
3 buildings, from 12 to 16 units. So that'll be the case.
The rents would total to 19,200. That's
And it
12
will take about, in the best case scenario, 12 to 14 months to build.
It's 15%.
And you're going to be all in for over
The
$100,000 per unit. You're going
The,
to have 16 units at 1.7,
well,
$1.8 million
so
all in.
the monthly rent or estimate is $1,200 to $1,400, as I mentioned before.
Okay.
The rentability is 9 to 12 cap rate. 9 to 12%.
So, what do you think your expense ratio on the running rentals will be on the 19,200, not including payments on any debt, just management, taxes,
It is a
insurance?
flat terrain. It's beautiful. You got power lines. You got water.
How much do you think it's going to be? How much are expenses on a monthly basis?
Can he only hear you, Adon?
Okay.
What is
I
that?
don't know.
How
Walter,
does
do
that
you hear
work?
McKenna or Robert?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay, are you?
Yes, I do.
Can you answer my question? What do you think the maintenance, taxes, and insurance will be?
So the expenses. I know the annual rental is 200,000 to 250. Let's see.
Just to sell the unit, it seems like.
Well, if you sell them, you sell the cash cow because there's a high demand over there.
Yeah.
So the total cost, I told you before, is more. It's $2.5 to $3 million,
To build?
and the unit, the price per unit, the construction unit per unit is what, $100,000 to $120,000. So we're not going luxury. We just the basic,
So
not too
what's the
expensive.
2.5 million? That's
Build up.
2.5 million for purchase and construction.
Walter,
I don't.
what's the 2.5 million for?
You can't hear me, Walter?
The one was that
Can you hear me?
the 1.5 is to build up. I think it was 1.5 million to build up.
Okay. But you said something about 2.5 million, no?
Yeah, 2.5 total. Well, yeah, that's the cost of the project. Yeah, 2.5 to 3 million to build everything up.
La pregunta es esta.
Sí.
¿Por cuánto lo vamos a comprar? ¿Cuánto se va a renovar? ¿Y cuántos son los gastos mensuales y anuales de mantenerlo como alquileres?
Okay, the cost is $350,000 for the land itself if he don't agree for us to buy the land. I mean, if he don't agree for him to put up the land in like a JV, joint venture.
Yeah.
The total cost of building the 3 buildings is about
$2.5 to $3 million. Now the maintenance, I need to look it up. I don't see if I have it. Okay.
And that's just for 3 buildings.
That will be for 3 buildings, about 12 to 15 apartments.
But the site can receive 7.
The size,
El terreno puede recibir 7 mirando el plano este que está prohibiendo aquí.
really?
Bueno, contaros ahí, mira, hay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Remember it's 3 levels.
Sí, pero esto no es
You guys there?
the top-down view. You're looking at the building.
Oh, okay. I need to verify that. I thought it was 16 to 12 to 16.
Well, so if it's 16 and
It's
you,
0.83 acres. Is big. Plus you got space.
What was your question, McKenna?
so if it's 16 units and you're going to be all in for 3.3 million with purchase and construction, and you bring in $19,000 a month in rent, I'm not sure how you're going to pay for it. What's the capital stack? Because I don't see the ROI as being possible. It would make sense if there were 7 buildings for the 3.3 million. It maybe would make sense. It'd make more sense for the 3.3 if there were 7 buildings.
Yeah. I
7?
think that makes more sense.
Okay, to verify that. That makes a big difference.
Yeah, it'd be, well, let's say you have
You
16 divided by 3.
Yeah,
so
well,
I was
you're-
running the
7
numbers and coming up with a 10 cap
7 apartments.
after everything is built and
Full on delay.
I think so.
Oh, man. Walter, how much can you get per unit if you were going to sell it? And if we're assuming you can get about 5 units out of each building, is that the idea?
I think that's the idea.
So if we
Well-
do 7, what's that?
Well, I was thinking about 16. So 7 will work.
16,
7.
3 buildings.
Yeah, 7 will work. 7 will work. There's no way. 12 to 16 works.
And
So I
how
have to
much
find
is each
out.
condo worth? If
So you look at. Can you read the plans? And you say you sure 7 maximum?
I mean,
those are the plans you sent us.
this is what you gave me. Maybe you
Yeah.
gave me the wrong thing. But see how it's numbered here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And this is all parking lot
Yes, I.
with the main entrance. It means that you can fit 7 buildings there.
7 buildings.
Yeah. I mean, esos son los planos que tú me diste. Ahora, if we're looking at the wrong project, we might be looking at
That's the right one. Well, if it's 7 buildings, then we have more apartments. So I need to verify that with him.
I think they're selling you the wrong thing, because now the plans I see here have way more buildings than you have land.
Yeah, I think. Well,
So let's just pretend it's your 16 units. You have
Okay.
3 buildings. How much can you get per unit if you were to sell it? Because obviously long-term rentals make no sense here.
I didn't figure that out.
All right, but you're a broker, right? So you have an idea of what things could sell in the area.
I know the price of the terrain. What he asking for, $350,000 for 0.83, is the same price like at the rate. It's about 155 per square meter.
Yes, we got that part. But now, if you
Expensive.
have a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, where is this in Rincon?
Vega Baja.
Vega Baja. Okay, what's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath going on for Vega Baja? 150,000 or more?
I need to look it up.
Okay.
All right.
I
We
think,
got-
I
why
think
don't we
that's
look it
going to be
up and-
important.
Yeah, why don't we get more information, Walter, and then come back with some more data?
Yes.
Does Emmanuel have a deal?
think so. And I think if Victor's here, I sent you the sign up sheet. Go sign up so we can send you a link. Walter, thank
Yes,
you so
sir.
much. Let's do some more research. Let's get an idea of what we're looking at. It seems
So,
like
Lee,
there's a lot of questions that need to be answered before we know if this is a deal or not. But so far, long-term rental doesn't seem the way to go. All right?
okay, it does or it does not?
It does
Nope.
not.
Does,
Okay,
does
no.
not.
That's not.
Have to be
No.
said. So,
No sirve porque de verdad, si necesitas 3 millones para construir 16 unidades, para nada más sacarle $19,000 mensuales, los números no hacen. No sirven
there,
para nada. Más
there,
no tiene presupuesto ahí.
yeah, even though the ROI is about 5 years, so you get the investment in 5 years. That, in the case,
The numbers don't make sense. Even if it is 5 years, they don't make sense.
All right.
You guys, I don't know while I was off, what you came up with an ROI, but I have a stabilized ROI at under 10%. That's after he builds it and stabilizes it for a while.
Yeah, but we don't even know what expenses are. You're probably looking at what more than $10,000 a month.
All right.
Damn,
I'll look it
Rob.
up.
Honestly, it's super
All right.
fair.
Yeah, I think what you were saying there, Dad, is right. I came up with the total build is somewhere between 1.8 million and 3.3 million. Rented, it brings in 19,000 a month. I think you probably net 6,000 a month on that. So that would be 6,000 times 12. That's 72,000 a year. If you're all in for the 1.8, that is a 0.4%
5%.
return. Yeah,
that's not good.
4%. And if you're all in for the 3.3, it's like a 2% return. So that is
And it was, that's not a deal. So it was hard to hear him, but was he saying he wanted to build?
Oh my God.
it's hard to hear you too.
Hard
Well,
to-
guys, sorry for the technical difficulties. It sounds like we're having a lot of internet issues down in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Let's bring on Emmanuel's deal. Dad, is Emmanuel there? Does he have a link?
Emmanuel is not here. He's gone. Let's text Emmanuel.
Guys, we're gonna up the price of Apex because apparently we're gonna also have to have a technical team to teach and guide everybody through Shark Tank and the funding live. So we have to pay. We have to charge more apparently.
Guys, to the 40 of you that are watching, thanks so much. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. If you know any tech people in Puerto Rico that are looking for a job, let us know.
We need a technical nurse.
Yes.
You guys, Emmanuel going to play basketball is not technically a tech problem. That's just what he was doing. So
No,
What do
that
you
wasn't
mean?
the tech problem we were talking about, but sure.
He's playing basketball.
yeah. Emmanuel.
Where are you?
Emmanuel
You're
left.
not at the house in Kamoy?
I'm in the house in Kamoy. There's
Oh, he
Emmanuel.
left your house to go play basketball. I see. There he is.
Hey,
Hey, guys.
what's going on?
Well, Emmanuel, I've got your deal pulled up here. I got the photos at least. Also, your sideways.
Okay.
There you go.
Technical issues all around.
Why don't you tell us what's going on here?
So this deal, this guy found it next to me.
Good job, Jan.
But yeah, he was walking around Old San Juan with his girlfriend. They were just having a cute little date. And then his girlfriend was like, "Hey, call this thing. Aren't you supposed to be a real estate investor? Call it."
I love
So
it.
he called it. And then talked to the guy. He explained the layout and whatever. And then we set the date. He told me after this event we did, Freedom Flippers Live. So the week after, this Monday, John told me, "Hey, let's go see this right now." So we set an appointment, went to see it. And it's great. It's in the middle of Old San Juan, Calle Fortaleza, one of the most famous streets in Old San Juan. Because at the end, you got all the umbrellas and shit. It's a 5,000 square feet building. It's about 3 floors, if I'm not mistaken. So I think the play here is you make 3 units. It has a little lobby included. So if you have some sort of, Airbnb, that could be like your check-in area or whatever. There is a restaurant downstairs that is not part of the sale, but it's right next. Like it's part of the building, but it's not like it doesn't bother you. Like you have a lobby through the side. It really doesn't bother you.
You don't own the restaurant?
You don't own the restaurant, no.
That sucks.
What is the asking price?
So I'm asking $950.
$950. Okay, I like that price.
ARV. You said what?
I like $950, under $1 million for Old San Juan.
Under $1 million, $950. ARV is at $500 to $600 per square feet. So let's say $550 for happy medium. So it comes out to like 2.5 or 2.6 ARV.
275 at $550 for 5,000 square feet.
2.75, you said, right?
Yep.
So that's minus 30% minus. So I had a contractor tell me that it was about 800. I had someone else say about $1 million. I heard someone else say about 700. So I'm estimating, probably 850, 900. So you subtract that, and then I think you're at $1 million or something. I don't know if you're doing the math real quick.
I am. So if
Are
you do
you
the
are you saying
70%
850 or
rule,
900,000 on renovation?
Yeah, I mean, someone told me that number. I'm overestimating. It might be less for sure, but just for fakes.
well, I mean, with the historic stuff and you
Yeah,
gotta
exactly.
go ultra high end,
Yeah,
it could be. I mean, it's probably similar to the McMansion renovation.
I would say so. And it's smaller than the McMansion, so
Yeah. It's a little bit
So I
smaller
was-
than the McMansion, but it's 3 floors, so it's a little harder the renovation. And you're going
No parking.
to renovate 3 separate units, which means 3 kitchens. How many bathrooms does it have?
I think it has 3 or 4 bathrooms, if I'm not mistaken. So 1 per unit, and then one of the floors has 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So it has 4 total. So yeah, that's 4 bathrooms. That's 3 kitchens. Yeah. I guess what you're gonna spend a lot of money on is structural stuff, because since you're in Old San Juan, you have regulations on the type of materials you need to use, and it has to be a certain type of way, and permits. I think that's where really the money's going to, and that's why I think it's so high.
I
Would
don't
you
think that
guys?
it's necessarily more expensive or a lot more expensive to renovate it, but you will have a historical society that will tell you what colors you can use, it will tell you what kind of materials you can use, and all of that stuff is going to take a lot of time. So your renovation isn't going to be fast. I mean, this is probably going to be more than a year-long renovation if you do it fast. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Would you guys do 3 apartments and condoize it, or would you guys turn it into one big house?
Already separate titles, so you could already do that.
I would make it into a Brookstone. I was talking to somebody about this earlier. Just make it one big, awesome single family home.
Yeah, that's what I think I would want to do too.
We talked about it too, and we threw the idea out there. So we were saying probably you do either 3 units or you do a one big house. You have a big bedroom at the top, you have bedrooms in the middle, you have this huge living room with nice views and balconies, so they look really good. So it could definitely work as a big house too, for sure.
My only issue is that restaurant you don't own and you don't control.
Yeah.
Is the restaurant in the building?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so the restaurant is part of the building. but they're all separate titles, so you don't own it. Although, I would mention that the guy who's selling us this did say that the restaurant owner might be want to sell. We have not confirmed because the times we've been there, it has not been open. But he did say they might be open to selling. So,
And okay.
so yeah.
I mean, it's interesting. Shit, my microphone just fell off. We're having huge tech issues over here.
I think you're buying it at a good price point for Old San Juan.
I think so too.
Your dilemma is going to be what's the highest and best use, and then coming into a real renovation budget down there. It is obviously going to be more expensive in a historic area, and it's going to take longer. So you're going to have find a buyer that's willing to run that risk of it taking multiple years, and then. I mean, damn! If you've got $900,000 in a renovation budget, you can do a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
On a budget like that, $900,000, and we completely rebuilt a 6,000 square foot house, every bit of it. So,
and I also want to add,
we could build either. Nobody was looking over our shoulder saying, "Oh, you got to keep those wood doors and windows and things like that." Which
and then there's no HOA, so you can easily Airbnb it. You're right in the middle of Old San Juan. Like, you could also make it. If you don't want to flip it and you buy it and renovate it to, so you can make it as a rental. You could also do that as well as a historic rental or something like that. It could definitely be a good, cash cow.
What's the timeline on closing?
So we are probably they really need the money. So the least that we could do the most that we could do was 30 days. It's 30-day close. It might, everything in Puerto Rico is going to extend it. Like, look at this condado building where it's been extended like 2 weeks almost. So probably more like a 45-day close.
Antonio,
what
what's your
what
due
is
diligence
your
period?
inspection period? How much time do you have for due diligence?
We talked about it with them. We're supposed to sign a contract between today or tomorrow. So we're going to have between 10 and 15 days, hopefully. So to do our due diligence and find a buyer and make sure that,
Yeah.
Could you not negotiate that price more?
You said what?
Can you not negotiate the price more?
Yeah, we are. That's why we haven't signed. We're still negotiating. But yeah, we're at 950 right now.
I would, if I were you, man. Once you have the contract, not before, I'd call Sharif. I would only want to sell it to him.
I don't know Sharif, and Robert said that he probably knows already about it. I was gonna ask Robert if he could ask him because I don't know him. But yeah, I wanted to know.
He owns half of that street.
Yeah,
He owns
Sharif
half of
probably
that
knows
street,
about
and
it.
his phone number's on every building. You can get his number just by walking down the street, and he will answer the phone, which is pretty cool. You can call a billionaire up, and he'll answer a phone. Super nice guy.
Okay.
But I have his number too. I can share it with you, and I definitely will call him after you have it under contract. Yep.
The other person I would
also
call.
explore the idea of selling the individual condos. If you have 3 different bites at the apple, you might be able to get a little bit more of a premium, and maybe you get, for smaller stuff, you might get $600 or $700 a square foot, and you get 3 different sales. And that could speed things up too if you were able to fix one of them up and sell it, fix the other one up and sell it, and then fix the third one up and sell it. The other thing is, how is the electrical in there? Because I saw, it looked like they were working on the electrical box. The meter box was there in some of the pictures, and it looked brand new, but it doesn't look like you actually have the meters from Luma.
The meter box is there, but it's not connected.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah. They were doing something for sure, but it's not connected. So that's definitely something you have to take care of for sure.
You got
I
some
think,
work to do,
Emmanuel, this is
so-
one where you got to go real boots on the ground when you're trying to wholesale this one. You need
Yeah.
to find the buyers who buy an old San Juan. It's a very specific product. And I think there are people like Sharif, not just him, but lots of people like him that would be interested in this kind of thing. I don't think it's a bad deal. I mean, all in for $2 million and it's worth $3 million or 2.7. That's not bad.
I'd try to get to be all in at $1.5 million, honestly, because then if you sell it for a little less, $2.5 million. I mean, you're buying it at $950. Are you buying that at $190 a square foot?
That's about $190. Yeah.
And is it really 5,000 square feet, or is it 5,000 square feet, including a rooftop that doesn't have a roof?
So the 5,000 square feet, I'm pretty sure does not include the rooftop, because it's more like right now it's like it's not usable. So I don't think it's included in the 5,000 that we were counting. He has racers.
Do you own the rooftop, or is it you and the?
Yeah, it's part of the whole thing. Yeah.
And you own how much of the ground floor? How big is the restaurant?
I don't know how big it is. So let's say the ground floor. Let's say you own about a fourth of it. It's like a hallway, and then that's where you get to the stairs. I don't know if there's a picture of them you can show.
Okay. So there's no unit. You don't own a unit on the ground floor. It's all restaurant on the ground floor, basically.
It's just a staircase.
No.
And then you only own the second floor and the third floor.
Yeah. So if you see the picture of the building, so you have a little door, not a little, it's a pretty big door, but door to the left of the building, and then you have the actual restaurant right of it. Yeah, you can see there that door to the left. That's our thing.
Yep.
Okay.
I like the building. It's a good-looking building. I definitely like Fortaleza as a good street. I think that if you get it under contract, Emmanuel, you should just camp out there and be showing it all day, every day to anybody who will see it until you someone who will buy it. It's going to be a specialty buyer, but there are a lot of people that love Old San Juan. I think maybe even go around and see what's being renovated down there and see who bought stuff and talk to them. Maybe they want to do another project.
That's true. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah.
This is a very boots on the ground type of wholesale. It's different than other deals you've done because of what it is.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
there's a lot less
just
people
a house.
that buy
This
this
is-
thing, but the ones that do buy it, they're very qualified. They'll be interested. They'll want to see it. You just got to get in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, I agree for sure. It's definitely a different type. It's not your regular flip or your regular property. There's a lot of stuff that comes with it, with all the historic stuff and the location and rehab and all that. So yeah, it's definitely not for everyone, and we know this. When going into this, we knew this. So, but I think that's what we like about it.
Emmanuel,
And
I want to buy it for $500,000.
$900,000 budget. What'd you say, Don?
I want to buy it for $500,000. My numbers work at $500,000.
We're kind of far away. I don't think I get that.
You got an offer.
You know what you need to hit.
Hey, Emmanuel, on your renovation budget, are you planning to renovate that rooftop that looks like it doesn't have a roof?
Yes. So
And then that would become an additional unit, or what?
it could be an additional unit, or you're making one of the units bigger.
Yeah, like a rooftop.
Yeah. So at least one of the contractors.
When you had someone look at it, that was in your renovation budget already.
Yeah.
But that's not in your 5,000 square feet, right?
No.
So you're going to increase the square footage and increase the amount of units. I like that.
Yeah. And then so the contractor who saw this he told me, he said, yeah, I mean, with the roof, with everything, you're probably around 859. So yeah, and that's a lot of money. Like, I think it's more than enough for sure, because you have a lot of stuff you got to do. But yeah, it is including that little rooftop area.
Would be a really fun project. Someone will want it, and they'll love doing this project, and it'll be.
I agree.
You just got to find that person. I
Yeah.
don't like the 10-day inspection period. I would try and expand that out. And then as
Yeah,
far
I'm
as getting a
trying to
better
make it
price,
more.
you can
They are
maybe get a chance to renegotiate the price during your inspection period too.
true. Yeah, I mean, we kind of already leveraged the contractor, and then we were like, yeah, he came and gave me very rough numbers, and we were like at 900 whatever, and then he himself came down, so we were like, okay, I think we still push a little further. That's why we haven't signed anything. That's why we're trying to push him a little bit further. So I'm hoping we can get to a lower number, and that way it's more attractive to whoever's going to buy. So yeah.
How many people are watching us right now?
40.
There's 40 of you guys watching. Put in the comments who would like to do a high-end flip in Old San Juan.
And guys, there is room. That's a great point. There's 40 people here. I would imagine of those 40 people that are watching this very specific live stream, I know Manny at least knows Sharif. Who else knows people that do construction in Old San Juan? Emmanuel is more than happy to pay referral fees if you can find him a buyer. So if you want to get started, if you're like, hey, I want to be a finder, you can always jump in on a deal like this and help him out.
Eduardo Joy is doing building in Old San Juan. You can reach out to him, and he's got the crew too.
Oh, true. Yeah.
He's doing a deal with Sharif Metalwar, I'm pretty sure, right?
I think he's seller finance from Sharif, and he's building a hotel or something.
I think you're right.
All right. We got one more guy coming up. Just texting me, sending him in.
All right.
Is this a buy?
Emmanuel, thanks very much, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Don't break a leg playing basketball.
Hey, I'm going to fix my microphone. I'll be right back.
Well, now that Robert's internet has stabilized.
I had to go on my phone, you guys. That was ridiculous. I couldn't hear the first guy at all. And then every once in a while, I would just completely lose internet.
I'm waiting for Aníbal to come in. Yeah, you have to set up the thing upstairs where the Wi-Fi is, not downstairs.
Okay, but I've done it every other time here, and it's been fine.
Nope. It's your technical director. You're doing it wrong.
Sound is bad, says Nancy. It wasn't just me.
Yeah, that's Emmanuel. He has an Android phone, unfortunately. That's what you get.
I messed with it yesterday and ruined it. I messed with the whole internet and ruined it.
Yes. I've always said if you want to take down China and Russia, just send Robert and let him log into his Google Drive. He'll destroy everything. I don't see. Let me text him here. See if he's coming in.
Give Victor just another couple minutes here. See if he can come up. While we're waiting for Victor, guys, let me go into the chat. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer it. Will Ortiz, I see you have a question. I'm new here, and I want to know what days are you doing this so I can show you something. Will, we do this every Tuesday, and if you want to come on the show, it is for our Apex members. You can get more information in the description. And, yeah, we'd love to have you on, man. Let's see if there's any other questions or say hi to everybody.
I think I'm looking at Ed was saying I'm really confused. I think we were all really confused on the first pitch. It seemed like we didn't know how many buildings could be built and why it would be a good deal if you could only build 16 units.
It was a bad deal. Through and through, it was a bad deal. no information. Guys, when you have more questions than answer when you're analyzing these things, it's a bad deal. Throw it in the trash. Start again. All right. Anibal is here. I think we can turn off. Anibal, you're muted and your camera's off. Your camera's off. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. I'm trying to turn on this thing. I never
All
used it before.
And then there should be like a little drop arrow next to the camera setting down there, and you should be able to select your
Share
camera.
screen.
Mr. W. Black says it's not my fault.
Most likely using Liberty. It's acting up today. Started acting up 20 minutes before the stream. Yep.
Why-
You know, it's funny.
Yeah,
we had Robert on. He was working fine, and then the moment we
Can't
went,
see
We
my
are
screen.
using Liberty, so I'm like Goodwill Hunting, and it's not my fault. It's not your fault, Will.
Sure. It's okay. We're not going to be Robert Williams. We're going to blame you. It's okay.
It's not your fault, Robert.
It's all your fault, Robert. My God. All right. Well, while
That's
anybody's
me,
coming,
I'm here, but it's not letting me, for some
Well-
reason, use the camera.
You're probably using Liberty, and it's not your fault.
I
you
got the other one.
take
I got
Robert's
the-
class in technology.
I got.
All right. Well, you know what? We can hear you at least.
Hey,
So
Willie.
I'm going to bring up your one sheet, and you can run us down while we can figure everything else out. All right?
Okay. So should I share my screen? Is that what you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
go
can
ahead.
share your screen. That'd be great. Just in case.
Can you see it?
No.
Yes.
It's coming. Yes, we can.
There. Awesome.
Okay.
Look at that.
I like that building.
So this is a property that I talked to you about 2 weeks ago. It's in El Tamarindo, which is Aguadilla, pretty much across from the beach.
I really like this building.
I did spoke to the lady. There is a direct passage which is public, so anyone can go and swim. There's an area where you can unload your boats and jet skis and all that good stuff.
Wow.
So the building, it's 6,605 square feet. It's 2 floors. First floor used to be a warehouse, so it's an open space which it can be pretty much built and remodeled to whoever the investor is, to their likes. I know Adan mentioned about dividing everything into 4 buildings, into 4 sections, I think you said, right?
4 units.
4 units, sorry.
Multiple units.
Yes, and then they are on the description. They said it's a 3-2, but it's actually a 4-1 on the second floor. But it has a lot of space, which you can either make more rooms, or add more bathrooms to it. It's just it's a weird layout on the second floor. Every building next to that building, it's either Airbnb or a short-term rental. I think Willie Cardona has one of the buildings that he takes care of on that same street. So the lady was selling for $650K. I guess she never received any offers. She went down to $450. I made an offer for $360. The Reno, it's about 150K. Total investment, it's $510. ARV after repair value, it's between $850 to $980. I put links to the comparables.
That's a pretty good range. What's kind of where's that range coming from on the ARV?
The ARV, it's based on the buildings that are either currently selling or have been sold within the last 2 years, because there's not a whole lot of buildings on that area. There are people want to sell. Most of the people have sold the building. They sold the buildings after the Hurricane Maria, and they don't want to let go of those buildings. So there's not a whole lot of buildings on that street anymore that are going up for sale.
How many recent sales have there been?
In the last 24 months, I searched 12
What about
months.
the last 6 months?
Last 6 months, I think there was one building, and it was bigger than that, and they sold it for 580. But it was being sold as is, and it's not in front of the street. It's like probably like I'll say like 2 blocks away from the beach, and he got sold for almost 600K with no, with no, no renos or no fixings to the building. But I compare the building.
Needing a big renovation.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. No major renovations to the building. It was just sold as is. But it was it was 3 floors. I think, if I'm not mistaken. I posted the links on the same file that I created. So I did offer the 360, like I said. I did mention to her seller finance and also I did offer 20K less to see if she was willing to go down. I did try to negotiate a little bit less than that, but she wasn't. She pretty much brushed me off on that one. But I tried on that one. What I'm trying, I haven't decided if I decide to wholesale it. I haven't made up the contract yet. What I did we're doing the LOI right now. But I do want a partnership on this one. I would like to be, finder slash
Operator.
Operator. Sorry, I forgot.
Take it down. I love it.
Yeah.
So, I do have
So
my.
did she
my
say
father-
yes for the 360?
She said yes, and she's gonna send me the LOI. I think it's tomorrow or the day because she went to some convention in Texas.
Who's sending you the LOI?
The
Buyer?
broker. It's gonna be the broker. The buyers are just they inherited the building from the actual owner. He passed away 2 years after Hurricane Maria. So
All right. Sorry, I'm confused. The broker of what? This building? Or someone buying the contract from you?
The real estate broker who's selling the building.
yeah, the
Oh.
real
Listing agent.
yeah,
So
the
are
real
you going to send them the LOI?
Yeah.
Will they sign it? Okay.
yeah. I mean, she sent me an LOI. The only issue is that she wants to close in 20 days. And I try to push for 30 and 40 days multiple times. And I think it's because she lives in San Juan. She really don't want to travel too much down here. And I think because the building's been on sale for about 200 days already, she just want to be done with it and sell it. I did check the building with my father-in-law. He's a former contractor. And he also has an engineer that it's going to come in and create whatever plan whoever's decides to invest in the building to either make it into a 4-unit or whatever they decide to do. And he's also going to help me out with being an operator because he has a lot of construction knowledge, which I do some because I did it in the federal government. But he also has like the Puerto Rican way, and he knows a lot of people, so he's well connected. So that's why he's gonna help me out. I mean, that's something that he's just joining me to help out just because he's retired. But I did post those links. Some of those buildings are either sold or are currently on sale in the area, and they're kind of similar to the one that I mentioned.
So
Can
are
you
you
tell us
planning
again
on
how much
taking
the
it down
renovation
and
is?
Say again, sir.
How much is the renovation?
So we went with 150K to play it safe because we're gonna have to put a wall on first floor and second floor. It also has two set of stairs. It has one on the right side, which is the main side, and then the other one was I guess made out of metal, but it's all rusted, so it's very unsafe to go down that way. He made that stair so that he could go to his office and run. He was the guy doing everything there, like HR, numbers, all those things when he owned the building. And so that's another small room connected to the first floor that can either be made part of the first floor or it can be like some sort of a secret office. I don't know. It's just like well discreet, and there's no way that you can go unless you go around the top of the house, the second floor, all around, and then you get to the second flight of stairs. It's just a weird layout the way he did it. But like I said, it's so either we get rid of that those set of stairs and make that office part of the first floor, or turn it into some kind of a storage unit. It's so many things that can be done. It actually can be an actual like private Airbnb on the side, and because it already has a door to it.
So if you were planning to buy this and operate it, let's just go down that path, and then that'll help anyone that maybe would want to purchase the contract from you if you wholesale it. What do you think your projected profits are? And would you flip this building or would you rent it? I'm kind of hearing maybe you flip it, maybe you rent it. You're not quite sure. Let's start there.
Well, because at first I was gonna wholesale it, but I did receive an offer from someone in the group to partnership with them, and
Oh, good.
so
do you want to flip it or do you want to rent it?
that's the thing. It's my first deal, so I'll
Have you run the numbers for both? I saw you had a ARV down there of like 960. Have you run the numbers for rentals?
For rentals in the area, I have not. That's the only thing I'm missing. But I was
And
gonna
why
get
not? And my other question is, why not turn the first floor into more units?
into more units.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big space. To be honest, you can get probably from the first floor, you can get I'll say, probably like 4 or 5 bedrooms.
Yeah, but so the question is, if you're going
You
to
said
keep
it
it
was
as a rental,
6,500 square feet or bigger, right?
Yes, 6505. Yes, sir.
65.
so if you're gonna keep it as a rental, more units is obviously more money in your pocket compared to like a restaurant or something like that. Plus, you avoid the noises that come with restaurants.
Yeah.
And the smells, especially if your units are on the second floor. And you're thinking Airbnb in that area?
I mean, you can do, like I said, Don. There's so many possibilities there because that whole street has turned into Airbnb.
I know, but you have to think about this as the person selling it to me. Yes, there's possibilities, but what can I make as the person who wants to make money? You see what I'm saying?
If you want, I understand. So if you want to make money,
exactly.
I understand. So if you want to make money, I would recommend either Airbnb or short-term rentals, because the area right there, it's a pretty hot spot right now. It's to be honest, I think it's like the last building on that area that it's available. It's the very last one standing. Every other building already has been sold and turned into what I'm telling you, either Airbnb or short-term rentals.
Okay, so what's the nightly rate in that area?
What's that? Say that again, please.
How much can I rent the unit for nightly?
The top one, I'll say the top one, probably like, what is it, like two to 500 a night. But I'm saying this, I'm just giving you ballpark numbers because there's no set Reno in this building yet. If you do like a high end,
but we're not talking about this building. So when you're doing these things, you want to get comparisons of the area, and usually Airbnb, if you're gonna re-renovate, that means you're gonna make something really nice. So when you go look for these numbers, you look at what could be comparable to what your final product is gonna be. Let's say it's 200 a night, and you think you can pull 5 units out of it, so 4 upstairs and one big one downstairs.
Yes. Yeah.
Why don't we go on Airbnb right now and get the comps? Annabelle, can you pull it up on your end?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Also, guys, if you have 6,500 square feet, there's no question you can do more units than 5. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
easily get it over 7 units and make it an Act 60 project.
100%.
100% as long as it's allowed.
Okay. I mean, I
Also,
The
I
only
would
problem you're
say,
gonna have is
Annabelle,
there's no parking. But yeah,
say again.
I would say that your renovation budget of 150,000
it's too low.
probably is too low. Well, actually, it's too low if you're going to go hospitality. So if you wanted to turn it into like a 7-room guest house, you're going to spend more than $23 a square foot. So that you're going to absolutely have to spend 50 or $60 a square foot minimum, which means your renovation budget doubles or triples. You have a big building, 6,300 square feet, but now I'm talking about building a 7-room guest house, and you'd want to do it nice. And I think what you're going to do now is you're going to go on Airbnb and you're going to find that the numbers will work, because if you had 7 units and they'll all rent for $200 a night, I think that's where Don was going with it. You're at $1,400 a night. You multiply that by 365. You figure out your occupancy rate. Maybe it's 60% in that area. Here, you want to do the math? I'll do it with you.
Also,
Yeah,
we
so you're
can't
looking
see
at a
your screen. I don't know if you're pulling up Airbnb, but we can't see it.
Yeah, if you're looking at 400,000 renovation plus the 360. That's what you're buying the thing for.
Yes, sir.
Plus 360. So you're all in at 760. So you're still good at your ARV. Well, let's do the ARV at 960.
He's got the ARV at 900 to 950.
I put it 960.
Yeah,
960. 100 then. Yeah, let's fuck it. 960% minus the 400,000. You should be buying it really at 272. But if you're gonna do Airbnb, the numbers do change a lot. So if you're doing the 200 times 7 times 365 minus times 60% occupancy minus 30%. You're looking at 214,620 potential net revenue.
How much is that? Could you repeat that, please?
What did you
So
run
this is-
occupancy at? 60, 65%?
60%.
And
So I
then how
have
much
200,000.
to run it?
Here,
30?
let me see if I can. Well, Annabelle's doing that. I'll pull it up. So everybody can see it.
Annabelle, we can't see your screen. Are you pulling up Airbnb?
Yeah, I am. I just trying to share it now. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right. While he's doing that, I'll do this. We'll play around with numbers.
I like this deal, you guys. This would be.
So
This seems.
So
like
let's
an
say it's
easy
$200
hospitality.
a night per unit. So it's 7 units. Gives you the 1,400 Robert was talking about. Now times 365. It's a year. That's it. That's a big gross number, right? So you want to do times 60%. And then minus 30%, which would be like operation costs. Gives you 214,620.
I mean, that seems like a really good deal.
Yeah, it does.
If that's what you're bringing in at 60%, and then you get 40% of your costs
Break it up,
back.
yeah.
Exactly. You're not even taking into account anything else. And that's what you want to do if you want to do Act 60. Make sure it makes sense before the 40% gets involved.
Right. I was asking Willie Cardona because I know he has a property there. He said he did answer. Let me see if I can share it over here with you
Yeah,
guys.
I think he would be an excellent person to ask. I think he's watching. Willie, are you still
Yeah.
watching? What do you
Yeah,
think
he's
if you
texting
built
me.
a 7-room guest house there? He's texting you?
Yeah, he was just texting me the the comparables from the rentals on
Yeah.
the area because he's been dealing with that for a while.
What about zoom in into
Yep.
close to the area where your building is?
1 second. Yeah, the one that he manages is called Casa Colonia. That's the
And I think in the filter somewhere you could change it from monthly stays to nightly rentals.
on the filters.
It's because you've got your dates from November 20th to December 27th. Put your dates for like a weekend.
Yeah, or put
Do
flexible.
flexible and then do
Yes,
weekend.
flexible. There you go.
Hit search. Yeah. There we go. And then
What's that
zoom
thing?
in pretty close to where the building is.
Yeah, let's look at the stuff that's closest to it.
There's so many Airbnbs over here. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean Puerto Rico is
What do they
is
get
the
a night? I
nation with
can't
the
see it.
yeah,
What?
it's around this area here. I don't know if Willie is your property on Airbnb or is it on a different platform?
And also, Willie, what's your occupancy rate? Oh, over here.
Yeah, it's around this area here.
It must be not that. It must be pretty good because you have that airport right there, so you can definitely just fly into it. You don't have to travel too far.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people like Aguadilla because of the airport.
I mean, Annabelle, if you can get 250 a night, this deal goes from really good to like
Ridiculous.
really good. This is your numbers are really good on this one, man. You've got a lot of potential here. You're probably my favorite deal of the night.
Yep.
Thank you.
No, easily the favorite deal of the night, no question. And you, the other night I loved it too. It's a great building in a very up and coming area. I
Right.
think you've got something there, and you just have to decide how far you want to operate it.
Right.
If,
I mean, look
if
at that.
I was
One
you and I
bedroom.
was in your place, knowing it's your first deal, I'd try and partner with someone like Willie or partner with somebody. Obviously, you need the capital, and you may also need some help with running the nightly rental portion of it. But I think there's a lot of meat on the bone there, and you can get 40% tax credits, and you'll only have to pay 4% on the income that it throws off. You said earlier that you had someone in the group that was interested in partnering with you. How interested in partnering with you? Were they like ready to write a check for the purchase and renovation, or did they only have 50K and you need to go
Yeah.
find the rest of the money?
I mean, it was me and Veronica. I don't know if
Okay.
Yeah, we know Veronica.
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you have Veronica in the deal, you don't need another partner. Sorry, Willie, to to run the management side of it, because that's what she does too. But
Yeah,
also
she does that.
Veronica's unlikely to cut a check for $500,000, so you guys will need a capital partner. But I think a lot of people could get behind this deal. One, you presented it really well, so I think now if you do this research and maybe work with Willie or Veronica on what you think you can get there nightly, how many units you could put in it, because we're going on 7, and you have way more than enough room to do. You could probably do 10, 15 units, depending
yeah.
on what things rent there for, and you make a little guest house. It could be a cash cow.
Yeah, actually, the house on the second floor, it has like an open space in the back that you can either extend the house if you would like, or you can either put like a like a jacuzzi and some lights and I think I did send the pictures to. Hold on, let me see if I.
I'll tell you what I was looking for when I was doing hospitality, and I would buy a building like this.
Uh-huh.
I would try and figure out how I could get the most functional units possible.
Yep.
And almost always, a unit would bring in more money than anything else I could do. So, like earlier, we were talking about a restaurant. A good unit that's renting 65-70% of the time is going to blow the numbers out of the water for a restaurant usually.
Yeah.
So I would be looking at how do I functionally draw the thing out so that I have as many units that will rent. Find the sweet spot. But if you could do 10 units that'll rent for $150 a night, that's $1,500 a night now. So maybe it's 8 units that rent for $200 a night or $250 a night. You got to play with the numbers if you understand what I'm saying, and then
Yes.
figure out how you draw out the property. But a hotel room, you could do hotel rooms as small as a couple hundred square feet. So I mean, you've got a lot of space there, and you're right there by the water. You're in a really good location. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're gonna
I'm
break up,
making some assumptions that you have the right zoning, that you can do a guest house hotel and that kind of stuff. And I'll tell you this, while you're under contract and in an inspection period, have the tourism company come out and see your project and give it a green light. They'll give you like an email saying that you're preliminarily qualified for Act 60 tourism, and then that will start the ticker, and it will mean that your purchase will be included in your 40%. So it's super important. It's super easy, but super important that that's something that you have them out to give you that kind of green light
Yeah.
before you close.
I think your
Understood.
7 units is your sweet spot. The more units you add, you're adding more to your renovation as well. So add the power load is what worries me there.
Yeah, I mean, but Adon at $200 a night, each unit is a freaking cash cow. So I don't know, 200 times 365 times 0.6. I mean, you're talking about 40 grand a unit a year. And then each unit is only half cost too because of Act 60. And I agree we shouldn't factor that in to the numbers now, but on the back end, it is pretty exciting. It's pretty crucial.
Veronica did mention that if we partner up, she would like to add at least 2 more investors into the project, if I'm not mistaken. When I spoke to her last time, so
Do you have
Well,
any capital put in?
what's that?
Do you have capital to put in?
I'm not putting capital because I haven't sold my house yet. My
Okay.
capital's tied
Yeah.
up to the house. That's why I did the finder/operator deal. So
you need you need to build out a model that allows you to raise the money and then work out what you're going to pay. And you can do that in several different ways. You can set up a syndication, or you can. I will tell you what we did on our bed and breakfast in Miramar. We raised money, 10 people, 100,000 apiece to each invest into a first mortgage. So we borrowed $1 million in order to buy it and renovate it. And paid them interest only. Can you mute? What happened there?
I took him out.
So that's something that to think about how you're going to raise the capital here. For us, when we did that, it was really great because we got money at 10%, and then we didn't even have to make a payment for the first 9 months, and we worked out some small ownership and a piece of the Act 60 if and when we ever got it. And you could do a lot of creative stuff inside of a hospitality play. So,
Right.
But I think the key takeaway here for you should be that you've got a monster there, and you need to figure out how to put it together.
Yeah, you got to get
you're doing really good, but just keep going.
Thank you. I mean, I have Veronica to help me out. I really appreciate all the knowledge that she have shared with me, and I mean, I found other houses in Aguadilla yet, but they're not like close to the beach like that one. Not that type of unicorn, but I mean, it's an area that is pretty close to the airport right now, and I know it's a pretty expensive area. It's a 2-floor, kind of the same deal. It's just that it has a bigger parking space because the first floor was being rented as a church. So I did spoke to the the realtor, and they're asking like $350 right now. That's their asking price, and that's something that I will be putting up here on the Shark Tank probably in the next 2 weeks. So if I can get a good deal on it too.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, that was awesome. I'm excited to see your models. I think if you can get those up and running with good numbers as quick as you can, that'll be the most helpful thing for you to do next.
Let's go.
All right, man. Have a good
Good
one.
luck.
Thank you.
Thank you for presenting, Willie.
Yeah, I like that deal.
Anyway, sorry, reading the comments.
Yeah, that's a good deal. I hope he can pull it in.
It's a really cool building. I think it could be a really neat looking little guest house hotel that would be super popular.
Yeah.
So that would be fun.
Well, guys, we ran a little bit over. I know we started a little bit
We
late.
started a little
but
late. Yeah.
Guys, good to see everybody. Looking forward to seeing everybody next week on the Monday Night Live. If you're in Apex, we'll see you on Thursday. We're doing a masterclass on financials this week, which maybe doesn't sound that sexy, but it is pretty fun. All those terms we're throwing around and you're not quite sure what they mean, that's what we're going to teach you guys this Thursday if you're in Apex. Hope to see everyone there.
Awesome.
Did we lose it on?
This is Emmanuel, and in just 3 weeks, he found the deal of a lifetime, negotiated an offer, got it accepted, found the EMD from a third party, me, and then found the buyer to sell it. Now, how did he do all of that? He's a member of the Flip Flop Flipper Apex community. And inside of Apex, he was able to find the buyer who's an operator. He was able to find someone who wanted to put up the money, and he's got the deal of a lifetime done, and is going to make $40,000 on his very first deal. So if that sounds good to you, and you want to be like Emmanuel, comment Apex, and I'll send you the link.